What's up, everybody? Thursday night stream. Let me move this like this. How we doing? Oh, here's Rishabh.
Hey, Gwen.
Hey. Did you move your desk again?
Caught me.
Yeah, because your background was like CR7, wasn't it? Oh, I see CR7 back there, but it's
So-
like further.
Yeah, I moved it right against the wall. I had it in the middle.
Mhm.
Now it's against the wall that is facing CR7. So, yep.
You're trying to figure out like what's the proper.
Yeah, kind of. And then also like, yeah, we had some more furniture that came over, so needed space for that. So it's behind like my desk now. Probably can't see it, but yeah.
You need a. You said you were thinking about moving again. I think you need a proper like room for your.
Yeah, no,
For your
for
desk.
sure. I had a proper room. Then I think I told you recently. My younger sibling is here with me,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
so yeah, it's really like the place is fully packed right now. But yeah, soon.
Yeah, I'm worried about. Well, I'm not worried about, but I'm gonna kind of miss like the background, the wood
Definitely.
background here, because obviously I can't replicate that in New York. But maybe I'll buy like some paneling or something, or like some some wallpaper.
Yeah, yeah. I think wallpaper would. I just love like because it's a wooden background, and then you have so many plants. Looks like it goes really well.
Yeah, because the studio is like white wall or maybe gray.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look as. I don't know how the contrast is gonna look like with
Mhm.
with like the plants or stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't really know how often I'll be streaming anyway, but or
Yeah.
recording from there anyway. We'll see. I want once I get to New York, I want it to be a little bit more like vlog than actually just like typical what I do now.
Okay.
So
And that will be on the same channel or the other one?
yeah, absolutely. I
okay.
stopped caring about like keeping my channel niche.
Yeah.
So like now I'll just upload tutorials, I'll upload vlogs, I'll upload video essays, I'll upload.
Mhm.
I'll live stream this stuff, like anything really. I don't really care about because like I don't at this point. The channel is growing.
Yeah.
Even like no matter what I do, I guess. So I stopped caring about like niche and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Would be nice.
I'm so excited, especially like play like soccer again and
Definitely.
start going to the office. Hopefully they'll let me do. I'm pretty sure they will, but they'll let me record like an office
Oh,
tour.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
That would be cool. Or day in the life kind of stuff. That'd be great too.
I still have to show you that. The ridiculous day in the life that I shot first.
You told me that was boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And then I couldn't get my like the volleyball league, like the consent to record a game.
Really?
Because yeah,
Why?
I had a GoPro,
Oh,
and then I wanted like I had the head mount for it, so I could wear it on my head and play the entire game. I just wanted a one set, not like the entire three sets. Yeah, I guess they reached out to the other team and they were like, no, that's because it gets so competitive, and they're like, no,
I guess it could be a little like dangerous to some extent.
it could be, but yeah, maybe I'll try with some other team then. But yeah, this was I think 2 or 1.5 years ago.
Oh wow. I feel like I think the advocate role is a little bit more like dynamic in terms of what you do in your day to day versus like
sure.
I remember like, when I was in the cloud engineering gig, like it was just I'm at my desk kind of just working and that's kind of it.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like today, maybe today's might not be the best example, but like a day will be like I'll have a like an hour feedback session with like a student on something that they're prepping and then planning out like building the demo for a session that we're doing. and then in the afternoon it'll be meetings or team meetings or stuff like that. So it's a little bit more dynamic versus like what I'm used to in engineering. But yeah, today and yesterday was a little different because I spent all day kind of working on that Blazor app that we've been doing. I was just like so addicted to getting it to work. It's so I freaking love Blazor. It's so cool. I thought we could get you set up like so it works. Did you get it running locally?
Yeah, and I think I messed up something because my like the git log thing shows I have, I don't know, 128 files that changed.
128 files that changed. Let me think. What did I do yesterday?
Ran it.
Yesterday I did create a release, so that might but I don't know if that got pushed to the repo, but that might
yeah. No, and this was like my changes that I haven't committed, so I don't know. I might have done something wrong with linting, or some extension might have played a role here. But
what does that sound? It sounds like someone's like spraying something down.
Oh yeah, it's my girlfriend. She's trying to cook something.
It's like a steam or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. You want to like just do a git pull or whatever, or get I guess you could just clone the whole thing again. Let me see if it's up to date. Let me check the repo. Yeah, I think it's up to date. Oh, Caroline says it's awesome that you can live stream to multiple channels at once. Yeah, I wanted to try. The bad thing is it's only like 3 destinations. Like I wanted to do all like literally LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, but you can only do 3, so kind of sucks. Unless you upgrade to the professional one.
Yeah.
Like this.
You wanted to do Twitch or Twitter, you said?
I want to do all of them.
Oh, okay. I see.
My light is too bright. Anyway, do you want to do a git whatever? Git pull, git clone. I guess you do git clone. Just pull it fresh. That is still too bright. There we go. Much better. Super late for a stream. Usually we do these at like 6 or 7, and then there's like more people. For the last 2 times that I've streamed, it's been like terrible people watching. It's been like super low. I have like on a 10K channel, like only 6 people. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's YouTube not pushing notifications to people or something like that. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was saying, I think it's, I remember we did a few Hats in the Cloud. I think we used to do it at 6 or 7 p.m. on Thursdays. And I think in one of them we had like, I don't know, 20 people.
Yeah, I remember some of those would get hit up. They're almost 40 at some point.
Anyways, I think we should try to get back.
Streaming once a week.
Yeah, and like a better time, 7 p.m. I think that worked pretty good with a lot of watchers, their schedules, I think.
Someone says thirsty stream. What does that mean? The YouTube algorithm needs optimized.
Like TikTok.
Oh, my TikTok. TikTok is so good.
You know. Okay. I think I'm.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yep. Share screen. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Screen sharing works best on a computer. Some screens let you share audio. Okay. Oh, cool. I can share a particular window. Yeah, let's do Visual Studio Code.
Okay, you're gonna need to update some app settings. Hold on, let me pull the. You're probably in the functions on the API. Can you open that folder?
Yep.
Do you have so create a local.settings.json file, and then I'll
Sorry,
pass.
are you inside API, right?
Yeah, inside the API folder. Yeah, you know, like you need a
Yeah,
local.settings for the function. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll give you the files that you need. I mean the settings that you need.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we're down to 3. This is frustrating. I'm about to just turn it off and just work on Discord. It's like no point.
True.
Hold on, let me. I try not to get obsessed with like metrics, but it's also like, you know, you put time into these kind of things. It's like it's not kind of useful.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's open this. Okay, let me open it. You have the file? JSON, yeah. Okay, let me get the. I'll send it to you on Discord, and you can just.
Sounds good.
I guess you could copy the entire thing because since it's done at 5. 2 people? Oh my gosh. And it's going to both of our YouTube and one other place that I put. All right, I sent the whole thing to you.
Okay. Cool.
And then just copy it in there.
Yep.
Caroline says maybe the title needs to be changed. I don't think so because when I would stream, I would just put random stream. Remember, like the titles, and it would never like. There was never an issue.
Maybe like chill stream.
Yeah, chill stream or like a Thursday stream or
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, stuff like that. So it's I don't know.
It's not title.
Like also like the Azure Functions tutorial that I did that I posted a couple days ago is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Terrible numbers, and
but
I don't know.
Here's the thing: your cloud engineer video that blew up.
Yeah.
Me, my brother, and Misha, and then there was one of my friends who was here with his phone, and he isn't subscribed to you. Neither is my brother. Misha is. But they kept on getting this recommendation. They're like, he's the same person that you go live with or do podcast. I'm like, yeah. They're like, she's a YouTuber. She has like 70K views. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, those two videos are like every single day. It's like my stats are like at least 300 views each one of those. Mm-hmm. So it keeps the channel going. But it's like all the new stuff that I'm almost like.
Yeah.
I use TubeBuddy to A/B test my. Nah, I don't care about thumbnails or anything like that. Because I've never had and I've been able to grow. I feel everyone says like the first 10K subs are like the hardest. And that's when you really need to focus on like titles and thumbnails and all that stuff. I've never cared too much about that.
Yeah.
It's also like I've been so inconsistent. And you know, the YouTube algorithm is like you need to be consistent in order for them to push your stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I have been consistent now and still like the latest video that I posted yesterday didn't do as good as the last one. Whereas
Mhm.
I think in the last one I didn't provide much information, and the thumbnail game was also not that strong. Like in this one, I put my mind into it, and it still is doing like okay, I guess.
The do you share, like, I remember at the beginning I was sharing everywhere: Reddit, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, like all that kind of stuff, like on
Yeah,
multiple subreddits.
Reddit. I think, especially for me, whenever I put like blogs or like cheat sheet stuff, I get really good response. Whenever I put YouTube stuff or my YouTube videos, I think it's just me. I get so much downvoted that it doesn't even show up.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
What the heck?
um,
Why? Reddit.
yeah.
Damn it, Reddit.
But I felt so good when like my cheat sheets were well praised and like loved. So I'm like, okay,
Does
I'm not sharing my YouTube videos here anymore.
I've had like complete opposite experience with Reddit. It's always been like, oh, this is great, like good feedback, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But I share it
Interesting.
on like Discord and what else? LinkedIn, Twitter.
That's fascinating. All right. Anyway, open up the terminal here,
Sure.
and then just make sure you're in the API folder, and then you should be able to do func host start. Oh wait. No, yeah, this should work. This should have the packages.
Okay.
And this should just like kick off the entire backend. So
Cool.
let's see what errors we get.
I think it worked fine.
All right, open up the get prices. Yeah, that one.
Need to share my. Yeah, it opens up. Where is StreamYard?
Are you sharing just like the application?
Yeah, that's why I have to switch to
Uh,
Chrome now. Oh man, there should be an easier way.
I wish Visual Code had a browser in it or some way to.
Oh, yeah. I think what I. Never mind. Maybe I can do a GET request with that REST API too.
Oh yeah, that too, the extension. Okay, but this is working. That's cool. Actually, open up the negotiate one and just make sure that's working too.
Yep. It gives me the URL and the access token.
Okay, so keep this running and then just open up at the front end the crypto ticker, the front end folder.
Yep.
Yeah, that, and then go to www root. Is there an app setting? Yeah, app settings.json. All right, cool. So then you can just open up a terminal inside of this folder and then just do .NET watch run.
So
I'm pretty sure this will work because we have the core settings in the local settings.json. So, and the actually open up go to pages in the folder, and yeah, and go to index.razor. Scroll. Actually, no, I forgot to refactor it. Stay in that folder. Go to fetchdata.razor.cs and scroll down a little. Which URL? Oh, it's using the so it's using the ones that I. Oh, it's using the ones that I deployed anyway, so you don't really need the backend running, but you could just keep it. Did it open?
Yeah, I only see the. Yep, I see the home page, and then if I go to tickers, it loads up.
Can you like
error.
drag it
Yeah,
to the?
yeah, I'm just gonna share it. Okay, StreamYard. How do I? Oh, stop sharing.
Yeah, and then just share the whole screen.
Share screen. Oh, I'm on my ultra wide. Never mind. We'll see how it renders. Okay, cool.
Wow, it does actually.
Can see it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can you refresh the page?
Mm-hmm.
So you see that animation? So I figured that out. I figured that out last night, but it only runs when you do a complete load of the page.
Yeah, I saw that in the production one, and I was gonna ask you because if I go down,
Mm-hmm.
you see how the prices load up, like even on scroll.
No, I don't see that. Oh yeah.
Do you see it now?
Yeah. But when new data comes up, it doesn't do it again. Which I would, but I'm doing it. If you look at, so if you open the code, if you open up, it should be fetch data.razor. If you go to, you're gonna have to make this bigger because it's like impossible to see with the.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I'm not sharing, or I'm sharing the entire screen.
The what? Yeah. If you make, can you like increase the font?
Yep.
So scroll down to hold on, not somewhere in there in the middle. Let's just say no, go into there should be like a ticker or a ticker.razor. Yeah, okay, here. And here there's like an okay, you see that animate? So I'm rendering it each time it's actually on the text. So on the actual component of the text. So I would assume that the component gets rendered each time. Maybe it's just the data that's inside the component. The component itself doesn't get reloaded until the actual page loads. So that's what I was trying to figure out yesterday, and I couldn't. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it. From what I could see is like you have to just implement custom CSS,
mm-hmm.
and then attach a class to that specific component for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
I'm
like,
guessing we are using Animate, which is a NuGet package.
Yeah, it's by Blazerize.
Oh, okay.
It's great, but it doesn't load each freaking time.
Yeah, and me being a noob in Blazor, I was looking at like how to animate stuff in Blazor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I couldn't figure out like where I need the animation itself.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be like your typical, since it's it's at the end of the day it's JavaScript, so we could use like how do you typically animate stuff when you have like you're using HTML and JavaScript? It's all like just CSS kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'd have to do the same and attach it to like probably just the so the market cap, the price chain, and the percentage, just to those three elements.
Yep.
But I've just never done that.
Oh, okay.
And I also have like no interest in CSS. Like I tweeted yesterday, I was like, do you ever just pay CSS and like kind of hope for the best? That's like my mindset with it.
Mm-hmm. And then app.css is the global one.
You can actually have individual CSS classes for each component. So we can create we can create like ticker.razor.css.
Yeah.
Unless we wanted to utilize it globally. But I think it's just like easier to keep it here individual just because like of the scope of things.
Yeah.
But we create ticker.razor.css. That CSS will only apply to this specific file.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll just and the same element. Do you see like animate? So you see that, so under animate there's that mud text.
Mm-hmm.
You just put in there class and then you assign it a class.
Yeah, so like this, right?
Yeah, you just class equals and then the name of the class.
Yeah.
And then you would just create that
class
whatever has to go into. So
then...
it shouldn't be hard. Like I feel like you could just copy something. Like there's like fade in transitions and stuff like that. I think I looked at it briefly, but I was like, I just don't want to worry about this.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah, I can take a look. And then I think I have done it in the past on some of the projects. It's just that I have to like go back and see what I did.
Yeah.
If it's simple like CSS changes.
I feel like that should work, but the other thing is I'm using Mud Blazor for the components, which is what like it's just so easy to like I don't have to make custom anything. I just implement them, right? So that might get in the way because there's like from like the standard Blazor WebAssembly project, you have to like remove the bootstrap that comes in by default, and you have to like remove things from like the if you go to index.html, go down a little bit, down, click on that. So like all your imports in here, things like you have to link to different things. Yeah, so that might get in the way. Yeah, because you're using like the custom. Yeah, but I don't think it will.
So it's using these files and then this. Okay.
No, right now it's just doing all from MudBlazor. Like it's not even like I just left the CSS in there.
Yeah.
In case I wanted to revert back to it, but right now it's all just like library that's being pulled in via that index HTML.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty neat. That thing does like everything. And you know me, I'm not a UI person whatsoever. I was also thinking it might be worth creating another function that will do the offset of like 30 seconds because the cron thing will limit us to 1 minute. So if we do like 30 seconds, that's why there's more of the aspect of real time. Or I could see how I could just it's like run multiple timer functions or something like that. I'll have to look into how I could get it to run more because 1 minute for like the real time aspect isn't as satisfying as something like every 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So you want every 10 seconds or 30 seconds?
I mean, every 30 seconds would be easier because you just create another function that runs a minute and then you have them make sure they run at an offset. But I mean, I wouldn't want to sacrifice like, oh, we have to implement a complete different way in exchange for running it every 30 seconds. That doesn't make sense either. Because the point of it is to have the backend be functions.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way to get it to execute more often. I'll think about it. I'll look into it.
Cool.
But besides that, so getting it to execute more frequently, and then figuring out animation when the new data does load.
Yeah.
Besides that, I think we have everything. Oh, we should implement some monitoring. Well, not implement it because it's already implemented, but like actually have some like queries that we could like that make sense. Right? Some KQLs that make sense. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else that we'd probably need. I don't know. Can you think of anything?
Oh, I think it's like pretty well covered. Apart from the animation and monitoring, I can't think of what else would make sense.
The CI/CD pipeline. Do you want to build that?
Yep. Sure.
We could probably reuse what I did for the Azure Resume Challenge because that's deploying to Blob static site to Blob storage and also deploying functions, but it's using .NET 3. You would only have to figure out what to make sure it uses .NET 5. And then that's only deploying one function as to this one, and we have 3 there too. Oh, and there's also the Signal R service. I don't know. I guess we also to be like a little bit more complete. That way we can just have it as a complete project. We'd need to figure out some sort of infrastructure as code, or if we want to stick to just like Azure CLI stuff, which I'm not 100% opposed to, but just because it's like in terms of infrastructure, that's not like too much.
Yeah. No, I think
maybe CLI, just some like CLI scripts or something like that. Cool. Those are like details besides the whole like because I want it to be like a complete thing. Like and later on we can build a full video around it, like our YouTube video or something along the whole thing, or we implement it into like the self-taught cloud computing guide, and like the first. So we have like the first phase. The first phase is like Linux, right? Linux and
Yeah.
maybe they can get hands-on with
Networking and Linux. Yeah.
yeah, maybe they can get hands-on with like the CLI perhaps,
Mhm.
or maybe just yeah, maybe that could be it. Like create no, because you're not introduced to any aspect of of the cloud platform until phase 3.
No.
What's a Linux aspect of this project?
Maybe you get .NET working.
Yeah, install .NET via the terminal because I think you
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah,
Yep.
that might be get that and get everything set up, I guess. Then stage 2, it would be literally. But they see functions. Functions is specific to
Azure.
cloud.
Yeah.
Into
The
cloud
cloud
in general.
platform
So like,
phase 3.
so phase 2 might be
Could be the website itself, the front end.
just get it working. Just get it working and like with no real time aspect to it.
No. Yeah. So just using the like
Yeah,
what
so
I did,
like replicate what you built with
Blazor or whatever they want to use.
yeah, or maybe we offer like 2 versions. Like if you want to explore the .NET path, go this way. If you want to
Yeah.
explore whatever like React or Vue or whatever the other most popular option would be, go to this one.
Yep.
Okay, and then phase 3 would be implement the backend with the cloud services, so that whether it be like you might even be able to like build it out in Lambda if you wanted to.
Yeah. I think
What does
so.
what does AWS have for like in a Signal R service equivalent?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay, interesting. So, but that would be like phase 3, and then phase 4 would be like CI/CD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
So phase 4, yeah, DevOps. So.
I'm wondering if it's worth keeping it to like crypto, or we can move it to something like. Is there an API of like all of the cloud services for each platform? That might
So
be interesting.
services themselves.
Yeah, like just JSON of all the services that are out there.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't need some googling.
Because
You can have a status page too, right?
a status page for the
All cloud providers.
like for individual services.
Yeah. So like right now, if I think it's called status for AWS. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So that's basically, and that's similar for whatever we have in Azure and then Google too.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe pull that data into your whatever you build with React or Blazor, because this also needs real-time functionality.
Where does this pull data from?
I think I don't know.
Is there an API?
I don't know either.
There's a GitHub repo that's like just APIs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Can you search it? Maybe we'll find something interesting there to just because this honestly the API is like the least. It's just like you just parse the JSON differently. I think it's awesome API or just APIs. Hold on,
Clever list of great resources about RESTful API. No.
Let me see. It's public-APIs, I think.
Oh, /APIs.
Public-APIs/public-APIs. Oh my goodness, 150,000 stars? We got to get up to that. There's so many in here. No, it's
oh, GitHub. Here. Okay.
Did you get it? Wait,
cloud storage? No. Cloud. Yeah, there's no like status page.
CoinGecko, currency, development.
Yes, weather, transportation, tracking. Shopping, security, science and math, phone, personality.
You know what? We know what they should do.
Mhm.
We should have a template for them to sort of save notes individually somewhere.
What do you mean?
Like maybe they start building a JSON, like introduce them to JSON in the first stage or something like that, or somewhere. Just some. Let's not get too like in the weeds in the specifics, but they'll have like notes somewhere individually, and then you'll build an API with it, and you'll deploy it with a function, and then you'll have sort of some function that retrieves a random one of your cloud nodes and displays it on the site, and then that just runs every minute.
So I mean like the resume API, right?
Right, but the resume API is static.
Yes.
So you make it look nice. It'll just be like, you know how they have like random like quote of the day kind of thing. This will be like cloud note of the day, right? And it's but the backend and the date is your notes,
mm-hmm.
and it'll just randomly generate a random cloud note each minute or whatever.
So they'll build that in the phase 1 and 2, right?
So we'll have to figure out like the proper format for phase 1, and then they can start implementing it from there. Like, hey, start saving your notes in like.
I see what you mean. Okay, yep.
Maybe JSON's probably the easiest.
Mm-hmm.
So start saving in a JSON file. Later on, you're going to format it that way you can pull and you build your own Cloud Notes app kind of thing. Yeah. A random Cloud Note of the day app, something like that. And it's just like super simple front end, but it updates in real time.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
That or it could be like pulling any one of these other things too. Yeah, I'm looking at these are events, or maybe like a random event that's going on. There's a new one, a random quote, a random fact. I really like the idea of cloud, not just notes, but more like definitions.
I see.
So
yeah, that would be nice. Like different terms in cloud computing, and then what their definition is. Just a short sentence.
Yeah, exactly. So like if we like looked at our like the front end that we have now, the title would be like the concept, and then instead of it like the tickers, it would be just like something there.
Oh,
like
you could build flashcards.
Okay, so but like, do you want to have like some sort of like you have to click on the flashcard for the definition?
Yeah, and it just flips. That's just the front end that
you have to figure out. I see what you're saying. Like, it's like you go there and it gives you random, and then you have 30 seconds before it flips.
Exactly.
And it shows you the actual definition of it.
Yeah. Something like, come on. Okay. Yeah, like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it flips.
I like that.
But then you could utilize the same kind of UI that we have. So these would be the terms themselves, and then you could flip these to see what the meaning is.
And then everyone would have their own flashcards. So it could be like
how they interpret that service.
Yeah, and then we just create a new repo where everyone just adds their like link, and we have like awesome cloud flashcard / and then it's just a click. That'd be so cool. Oh my goodness, look at us. that'd be useful, and that the sense of like, oh, I'm building something with other people too. That'd be great, as long as like they keep like their name visible. That way there's like a sense of individuality there, and it's like, oh, this is Gwen's definition, this is Rishab's definition, this is all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
That'd be cool. We got to start building that, and that's probably pretty straightforward. I don't see that being difficult. I mean, the infrastructure is built out already. We just have to replace the front end with something more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We should build that on stream too.
Cool. I'm down.
Okay, cool. But right now, just figure out the animation, and then the CI/CD.
Yep.
And then besides that, I think we're pretty good. Oh, well, then we gotta probably build like slides. I can build the slides for the session, and
Oh, well, do you use PowerPoint for slides?
yeah. What do you use?
I don't use, like, I use PowerPoint, but I found this. I can't remember what it's called. Um, Dev slides, I think. Slide dev. Slide dev. Yeah, slide dev. So you write basically Markdown, and then it gives you slides that you can run in browser window.
Interesting.
Yeah. They're really good themes too for these.
Are there like animations and that kind of stuff too?
Yeah, and then you just define that through the Markdown thing that you write, so you don't have to like. I know like PowerPoint is not that difficult, but still like it's kind of slides as code. I feel like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like Markdown. Like anything I can do in Markdown, I'll try to do it.
But yeah, we should totally.
I'll
check it out.
I'll take a look at the slide.
Yeah.
Slide dev.
This team is based on live demo. So yeah, basically like something like this.
How do you get a URL to it? It generates it?
Yeah, you just do npm start, I think.
Hold on, I gotta run my slides npms. Oh, you download it?
No, I think it's npm run. But you can use any theme. Yeah, this is as a package, I think, like a npm package. Yep. So npm install, or no, there's the guide. Getting started. Yeah, so you do npm init slide dev, and yeah, I think that's it.
Slides as code. I like that.
Yep.
I don't know if it's it's easier. Like, what's the like
So this is how
benefit
this.
here?
This is what you basically have to do is like slide dev hello world and then page 2, page 3 kind of thing. But you write Markdown and some HTML that will be presented as a slide. But I don't know what the benefit is. I just found it interesting to like see this approach.
It's like we want to like code into everything now.
Yeah.
Devs always like, oh, I saw me npms run my slides.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You got anything else?
Yeah, I probably make another change to have this as the purple nav bar.
What do you mean?
So like you see how it's purple in the light mode.
Oh, you want to keep that in the dark?
Yeah. It's pretty easy, I guess.
I didn't even try it. I just like left that default because this thing, like that app, this whole theme thing, we could change themes pretty easy too. If you go to mudblazor.com, you'll find like all it's great documentation, like how to change it. Yeah, feel free to make it look as like whatever you want it to look like.
Cool. Oh, I see now. Yeah.
If you go on click there and you go down to customization, and then you go to default themes, I think, because I think I'm using the default. It'll tell you everything, but then there's other options and stuff like that.
This is built like based on Material UI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks way better than the default. That's the one thing. The default Blazor app is so ugly. The Blazor WebAssembly and Blazor, it's so ugly.
Yeah, it was.
Look at that.
I was trying to. Let me see if I can run it.
What is this? Oh my gosh. I remember first getting into it and I was like, oh, But
Okay.
once you start understand the concept of like components,
Yeah.
it's so great.
Okay. So this is just the basic Hello World that I was working on,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to animate,
Oh, okay.
or see how things get animated. Is it live? Okay. So yeah, I think it should work. Yeah. So I did a drop down kind of thing, uh, somewhere.
What did you do it with?
Sorry, just a second. Yeah, Blazor Animate. Um, yeah, here.
Yeah, we used the same one. I
Yep.
think, right?
Yep. It's just that, yeah, I couldn't figure it out how to do it on like our crypto ticker thing. And when I was trying to test it out, like I just freaked out because like this thing said, see, now also it says like 256 changes. I think we need like a good git ignore.
Yeah. Well, it's also because the repo has functions and Blazor.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's. I'm pretty sure there's a git ignore for the functions, but I don't know about this. Also, I was thinking it might be worth just refactoring it so it works with Azure Static Web Apps, which I could probably do tomorrow.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'll create like a different, because we could also implement a CI/CD, especially if we're gonna turn it into like a project that other people can get hands on with. But like if you think long term, it makes more sense to have it in Azure Static Web Apps.
For sure.
Yeah, or maybe. Well, I'll think about it tomorrow. I kind of want to go easy tomorrow because I've been spending like the last 2 days just like nonstop. Like, oh, I need to figure this out. All right. Cool. I think that's it.
Cool.
The stream got terrible numbers. But anyway. Yeah, so we'll touch base again Monday.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Monday night, hopefully we'll have the animation part figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll try to not build the CI/CD, but build maybe I'll start work because I have other stuff to do. I don't know. Let's just figure out the animation, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
All right, cool. I'm gonna end this.